Hey, Sonny here. Today I want to show you how to play the new Judas Priest song called Panic Attack. If you have not heard it yet, you need to check it out. This song is awesome. It's just amazing to me that Judas Priest is such a riff machine. I don't think there's any other band that can compare to Judas Priest. Ever since the 70s, they've been putting out riff after riff on every song, every album, just amazing. If you think back, I mean, this is just as good as 90s Painkiller or the 80s Defenders of the Faith, Screaming for Vengeance, even back in the 70s, Stained Class and Sin After Sin. And Rob Halford's voice at his age right now, is incredible. I don't know anyone who can sing like that at his age. And not to mention the band he's got, oh my goodness, Scott Travis, Faulkner, he plays amazing. I think he and Glenn Tipton are just a very good pair to play. Even though Glenn Tipton's not touring anymore, I know he's in the writing process. But Richie Faulkner, just amazing. So let's get started. My guitar is tuned to half step down. Alright, so the intro is basically pentatonic scale at E minor position. At 12th fret. So you start from the 15 on the E and 15 on the B string. I do down up. Make sure you do it clean. And then 12th fret on the E and 12th fret on the B. So what I do is when you play the first note, when you play the second note on top of it, you kind of move your finger up slightly. That way the flash or the bottom of your finger is muting the note you just played. So that's how you play those notes that are stacked on top of each other, right in the same line, same fret. So again, 15 on E and B string and 12th fret on E and B, and 15 on B and 14 on G, down up, and then back to 12th fret on the E string, and 12th fret on E and B, and 15 on B, 14 on G, 12th fret on B, 12th fret on G, 15 on B, 14 on G. So and the next part is 12th fret on B, 12th fret on G, and then 14 on the G, 14 on the D, 12 on the G, 11 on the G, 12 on the D, and then 14 on the D, on the A string, and then 14 on the D. Slowly goes like this. One more time slowly. 3 times. On the 4th time, it goes like this. So what I'll do is I'll play 12 on the G, 14 on the D, and 14 on the G. 12 on the B, 14 on the G, and 15 on the B, and then 16 G, 16 B, back to 16 G. And you do this pivoting notes on the 17th fret on the B string. You start from the 15th fret on the E, and 17th fret on the B. I use my index finger and my middle finger. And you move up with your index finger, play 17th fret on the E, 17th fret on the B, 19th fret on the E, 17th fret on the B, 22nd fret on the E string, 17th fret on the B, 20th fret on the B string, 19th fret on the B, 19, 16 on the G, and back to 17 on the B. So the whole lick goes like this. Slow down one more time. So that's the intro part, and then so that's the whole lick. You do that 4 times. So it's just one note on the 7th fret on the A string. You play the 7th fret on the A string, kind of give a little pinch harmonic, and then you mute and palm mute on the low E string twice. So you do that 4 times, and then you only palm mute on 1 time on the low E string. You do that twice. So again. Play it fast. Now we move on to the main riff. You can downstroke on the when you palm mute. When you play that fast, if you can't downstroke on a palm mute, you can do up down up down. If you do palm mute, the easiest way to do it is kind of like a bounce your hand on it, just so you can play faster without your wrist getting tired. The riff kind of cheat because it gives you room to breathe, because when you do pull off on the 10th fret on the 7th fret, it gives you a little break before you do the palm mute. So the riff start with the 10th fret on the A string, pull off on the 7th fret, and then palm mute on the low E string. Do that twice. Third time you pull off from 10th to 7th fret on the A string. You palm mute on the low E string 8 times. And then you do it again from 10th to 7th fret, pull off, palm mute on the low E string. Do that 4 times. And you play the D power chord at the 5th position. A5 and D7 4 times. So the whole thing slowly. If you play it faster, it's really cool. It sounds like this. So that's the main riff. The verse riff starts off just like I show you right now. That part right there, you do that twice. And the third time you move on, you do the same thing, but you do it at the A string and the D string. Do that 4 times, and then you will play the 7th fret on the G string, open A, palm mute, 10th fret on the D string, palm mute on the A string, and then you will play 9th fret on the D, 10th fret of A and E, kind of arpeggiate it down, do that twice, and the third time just do 9th fret on the A and 10th fret on the 9th fret on the D and 10th fret on the A. And then after that you move down, you play this D minor position, 7th fret on the D, 9th fret on the A, 10th fret on the low E string. Do that one more time. And the 7th fret on the D and back to 9th fret on the A string. And then you repeat the whole riff again. So the whole riff slowly goes like this. You play it faster, it's going to sound like this. So you do that twice. Once you play that twice, you're going to move in the chorus riff, and the chorus riff goes like this. Again. So you play the power chord at the D position, 5th fret, slide up to 7th fret, which is A5, D7, slide up to A7, D9, palm mute on the low E string, 7th fret on the A string, palm mute on the low E string twice, and you play F power chord at the 8th position, A8 and D10th, slide down to 7th fret, and then palm mute on the low E string once, and then 7th fret on the A string, palm mute on the low E string twice. So far we have this. And after that you play the D power chord, slap to E power chord again, and palm mute twice on the low E string, and then you'll play the 10th fret on the A, palm mute on the 7th fret of A string twice, and then play 7th fret on the D string once, palm mute on the A string, 7th fret twice, play the 8th fret on the D string, and then this basically that's A sharp note, and then play the palm mute on the 7th fret on the A string twice. Basically that's the E note, and then you play A sharp power chord at the 6th position, E6 and A8 3 times, and then say a 5th fret on the E chord. So far with this. After after you play these A sharp power chord 3 times, you go down to A power chord at the 5th position, E5, A7. Do that twice, and then you play the G power chord, E3 and A5, and then you repeat the whole riff again. So the whole chorus riff slowly goes like this. You finish the riff with the E power chord. That's pretty much the whole song except the bridge. There's some slightly variation where you got an alternate pick on the low 6th fret on the E string, 5th fret and the 3rd fret on the E string, but everything else is the same. So that's pretty much Panic Attack by Judas Priest, and thanks for watching.